Step number one, the first thing you need to do to prepare for your strategic planning session is learn from the past. You need to conduct debriefs with your key stakeholders. You need to identify what's worked well in the past, what do we not like about 2016, what do we want to stop, what are the mistakes we want to get rid of in 2017 and beyond, and then what are the best practices that we want to share. So talk to your functional leaders, those key stakeholders on your team, and conduct a debrief with them to identify some of those things. Don't forget to bring in the people on the front lines, meaning don't forget to reach down and talk to the operators who are closest to the challenge, because they're going to give you some viewpoints that you're not going to hear from the rest of the team members. We need to make sure that we're incorporating people at all levels of rank so that we're able to take their insights and put them into our strategic plan. If you've listened to our debriefing sessions in the past, you know that a good debrief will identify a result that we want to investigate, whether that's good or bad. We'll roll that snowball back up the hill to find the root cause for that result, not the superficial cause, but the root cause for that result. And then most importantly, you got to move from the history lesson, which is just to understand what happened, into what will we do differently in the future? What's our lesson learned that we're going to arrive with at our strategic planning session? How will we behave differently in 2017 so that we, A, stop repeating mistakes, and B, leverage those best practices? Here's another great reason to debrief. You need to create the cause for change. As you roll out your 2017 plan, as you roll out your long-term strategy with your team members, initially they're going to resist. Why? Because you're presenting them with change. It's just human nature. You present anybody with change. It doesn't matter if it's a perfect plan. They're initially going to resist it until you created a cause for change. The pain of same has to be greater than the cause for change that you're creating with the team. So how do we do that? We need to celebrate successes and show how to scale and institutionalize those. In other words, let's talk about what went well. During a debrief, we'll identify some of those things, share those with the team, and help to scale that through our future planning. And the other thing you need to do is create a sense of urgency around changing. Why is our current method of operations not going to work in 2017? We did a session last week with a strategic leader for about $2 billion of sales within an organization, and he worded it perfectly. He said, if we continue going in the direction that's worked for us up until this point, if we continue going in that direction, we're going to go off a cliff. The market's changing around us. We need to adapt. We need to pivot to be able to be successful to the extent that we've been in the past. That created a sense of urgency. You better believe that people listening to that person now have a cause for change as they go from the burning platform onto that great new opportunity that he's creating for them as well.